New day. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is a special day for us. This has been 5 years in the making. I started this maple operation in 2020. It's been a lot of hard work, dedication, and determination to get to this point. But today, the builders are going to show up. We're going to start construction on the maple farm. It's been a long time coming, and we're very excited. I'll show you a little bit behind me here quick. So a lot of the materials showed up last week. Trusses right here. All the trusses for the building are sitting right there. All of our steel is under here. Plywood, doorknob, sill seal, windows, ridge caps, 2x4s here on the bottom, bunch of 2x6s over there. We've got everything we need to put this thing together. They're telling me it's probably going to take them 2.5 weeks to build this. Builders are on their way. They'll be here shortly. Let's see what we get done today. The boys are here. They're getting after it. I'll show you a little bit what's going on here. Moving some trusses right now with the skid steer. They've already got one wall built. I'll take you over and show you that. They're going to probably stand it up here shortly. So I like how they're doing this. They're putting the purlins on the wall, so they're already on. You don't have to do it when it's up. So they're going to stand this whole thing up, and then all the purlins will be on there for when they do their steel, when they put the metal on.
This don't look like brown, bro.
No, that's the roof.
Yeah.
So the roof is black, and the sides are, what is it?
Brown.
Bronze, right?
Bronze.
I think it's bronze.
Looks black, but it's
Looks
brown.
black, but it's bronze.
They do it that fast, look.
Well, that's what, so they took their time doing layout. They laid it all out, and then once it's laid out, then they just slap it right up. All right, we'll let these guys get a little bit more done here and come back here in a little bit and show you what's going on. So right there, those are our attic trusses. Those are what we're gonna have for storage up above the main floor. So that big square opening, what you see, will all be finished off. There'll be sides and a floor and a ceiling, and we can store all our maple supplies up there. I think that skid steer's got a little bit more than it can handle. I'm gonna tell Johnny he needs a cat. We got a wall going up here, I'll show you. That's the easy way of doing things right there. If I built that wall, I'd have like 4 guys trying to stand it up. So, first wall is up. Pretty awesome. Oh, that baby's up there now. I can see the height of it. All right, while they get that wall in position, a couple other things to do around here and I'll get back to you. John's over there working on the gable end truss. He's got it all Tyvek'd, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna start putting steel on that. Or maybe not. I don't really know. Things are tight around here, I can tell you that. Got all their braces in, holding the wall. They're working on the back wall right now. That should be an easy one for them. There's no windows in that. Here's one window on this corner right here. I'll come back when we stand this other wall up here. All right, so the builders are wrapped up for the day. They're headed home. It was a hot one out here today, but they got a lot done, I think. Usually the first day mobbing in, any job, even with our job where I work, it's the same way. It's kind of slow going the first day, but they got one wall set up over here. I'll show you. Bunch of steel cut. This wall here is our 40-foot wall. 40-foot long wall right here with a window in it. And they got the big 60-foot wall built. So I imagine first thing tomorrow morning they'll stand that up. John, who's the owner, Quality Star Construction, he was building the ladders for the gable end trusses right here. He's got that kind of going pretty good here. What he was telling me is that they're going to put all the steel on these gable ends before they even set them up there, so that's a pretty cool idea. But yeah, he's got all his trim pieces in place for his steel. that's going to be our overhang off the building. It was a good first day. I imagine tomorrow they'll put all these walls up because they've got this long one already made, so they've got to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They already got one over here started. I'll show you. And this is for this 20-foot wall right here. Yeah, good first day. I'm not gonna be able to do any videoing because I gotta go back to work. So that's the end of day one. Okay, had to go away from work for a few days. We got a rain day, so our builders really only worked 2 full days, I would say. They came back one day for like the afternoon, but I'll show you what they got done so far. So the first day I was here, they got this wall over here set up. So this is our 40-foot wall right here. We decided to put a window in here. So originally we had 2 windows going in this back wall, which is 60 foot long. But my wife, she's always a smart one behind the job here that nobody sees. She said, what's the sense of putting 2 windows in that wall if you want to put a lean-to off the back? Because eventually I think we're gonna have to put a lean-to off the back for barrel storage. Because right now all our barrels are gonna have to sit over here up in this front corner until we get going and we have a place to put the barrels. But eventually we're gonna put a doorway in over here. Eventually we're gonna put a door in here, but now they're just gonna finish it off as a regular wall. But we're gonna put a door in here. This will be a walk-through door right out into a 14-foot wide by 60-foot long lean-to, and we'll be able to put a ton of barrels out there, probably 6,000-7,000 gallons worth of storage. Whether we'll have that much, I don't know, but I want plenty enough room. But for the time being, we're gonna have to put all our barrels up here in the front. This door over here, this doorway, this is the RO room right here. When I back in with a SAP, the silo is gonna sit there. I'll be able to hook up my truck to the silo out of the tank, out of the back of the truck, and then I can walk in here. This will be a door right here. It's gonna open this way, and then I'll have a switch for the pump, and that'll pump the SAP out of my truck tank up into the silo. This is gonna be the front wall, like that wall over there. This is 20 foot, has another window in it. There's going to be a 10-foot wide door right here, an overhead door, so I could get, you know, all the big equipment in and out, barrels in and out, whatever we need to, you know, bring in or take out as far as equipment and syrup wise. Over here, this is going to be our main entrance right here. It's a 6-foot double door walking right into this 20-foot half. Then we have the covered dormer going out. So what you see with the zip system board, they're putting that on the bottom for me because I'm putting stone on the front of this. We're gonna have a stone veneer across the whole bottom half. I think that's gonna be really sweet looking. 3 feet up. Somewhere is right in here. So it has to be attached to some heavy duty plywood, so they're using zip system for that. They have our gable ends already made. I'll take you over here and show you that quick. We took one of the windows out of the back. So originally we had 2 windows back. We took one out of there, we put it over there for the canning room, and the other one we put in this gable end because I have an attic truss going over 20 feet. So when I go upstairs and walk into that attic truss storage, there'll be a window in there, so there's, you know, lots more light in, obviously. So this is a gable end, which I think is pretty cool. They build them before they put them up. So these are the colors we picked out. This was my wife picking these colors out. We're black, and this is bronze. It's like a brown. All the roof will be black, all the soffits will be black, the windows are black, the doors are black, the overhead door, carriage door is black, and all the sides will be bronze. So I think that will look really nice with the bronze coming down to that stone across the whole front half of the building here. Both gable ends are already built, which this one's here, the other one's over there. Lastly, I'll show you our trusses. I designed these trusses because we have to have, I didn't design the truss, but the layout of the building I designed because you got to have a vaulted ceiling someplace in here so you can get your tank up high that feeds your evaporator. So we went with this scissor truss, which that'll be over the 20-foot section in the center. So when you walk in, it'll be vaulted for 20 feet, and that's where we'll end up putting the head tank. So yeah, these guys are off today. Not sure what we're going to come up with for the interior yet. I kind of like maybe some steel, and I don't know yet. I don't know what I want to do. Steel sheetrock or wood, steel. We have to come up with that idea yet, but I know I definitely want something that's waterproof on the bottom 3 feet so it doesn't rot out. Got a lot of work to do in here. We got to build a bunch of walls. We got to build a staircase, finish it all off, insulate it, toss around the idea of spray foam. So yeah, but for today, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to start cleaning this up a little bit. just picked up a handful of nails. I don't want to blow these out on the driveway and drive over them and get a tire. So I got all these nails I think that I see picked up. We'll hit this with the leaf blower and clean this out nice. Gave it a quick blow off with the leaf blower. I got to throw some stuff in the trash over here quick. Thanks to Jason for letting me borrow his dump trailer. So they got a place to throw all their garbage. I'm in charge of the garbage on the job, and I didn't really want to rent a roll off, so we'll just throw all that in there. Not much waste yet. Moving right along. They're supposed to be here Monday, and I'm assuming on Monday they're going to get this wall stood up because it's pretty much built right here. This front wall right here is going to pretty much be stood up right where it's at to match that wall over there. Then they got to build the 4-foot little short wall going in, and then they got another 20-foot wall going across here with our door in it. So if I had to guess, they're going to leave this 10-foot by 10-foot overhead door opening out so they can get in with a skid steer to set the trusses. I imagine they're going to set the trusses on that end and work their way all the way out. But we finally started construction here, and feels pretty good. So just want to show you guys a little bit of the process. That's going to be it for this video. Next video we'll show hopefully the trusses going on, the dormer being built, some other things in the process. So thanks for watching.